three grandkids. Sometimes you ask them, what do you want for dessert? One of them will say, I think I want a pie. Alright, so one wants a pie. And then of course you have one that says, oh, I want a cake. Okay, one wants a cake. And of course you're going to have one that wants a cookie only. And one wants a cookie. So, what do? Which ones are you going to disappoint? Well, I thought, well, I don't think I want to disappoint any of them. So let's take some pie. Maybe some cake. And finish it off with a cookie. So that's what you get. You get a Picakie. And I'm going to try to show you how to make one. Or at least the way I have made it once before like this. So hopefully this will work out. It's just a cookie mix, a cake mix, and pie filling. So obviously this thing would be better if you were to make it out of your own from scratch type favorite recipes for cookies and pie and cakes and pies. But to make things simpler for me, I'm just going to use these, and I'll show you the method that I use, and then more power to you. As you can see, it's just a cookie mix. In this case it's a red velvet cake mix, and then a pie filling mix. And I'll just make them according to the directions on the box, and I'm going to use this Pyrex pie plate. Okay, so the first thing we do is start off with the cookie mix, and it's pretty straightforward with it. Just open it up. And we don't care about the little squares at all. We want it all together. Just mix it. The cookie mix, and it worked out very well. It was a little thicker than this, and it rolled out better, where I could roll it out flat and then just set it in. But this hopefully will work also. Just as long as you get it even, because when we bake it, we're going to have to just kind of watch and make sure that the cake cooks evenly, and that we hope that the cookie won't burn, of course. So that's it for the cookie dough. We'll just set that aside. Try to clean this up a little bit. Now we'll start making the cake mix. And again, this is just based on the directions you can find on the box. So we have a cup and a quarter of water. what is it? We have a cup and a quarter of water, half a cup vegetable oil, and 3/8. We're going to dump it all in the bowl, mix it up, and go from there, huh? I might need a bigger bowl. Supposed to do this for 2 minutes. We'll see how my hand does. It seems like it's takes more time to get the mixer out and mix this stuff than it does to actually sit here and do this for a couple of minutes. So we'll try it. Of course, I don't have a clock, and it feels like I've already gone 10 minutes. So. It looks okay. Now what you have to remember is you're going to have excess cake mix. So I'll probably make, I don't know, cupcakes or something out of it. Alright, that looks pretty good. Right now, all I'm trying to do now is to make sure there's no super thick spots, because I don't want some undone around in this hard edge part here, this corner. Alright, do that, and then, gee, I don't know, I just have to dip it out, I guess, with a large spoon. And you have to take into account here that this cake is going to fluff up. It's going to rise quite a bit. And the thicker the cake is, the more apt you are to burn the cookie underneath. That looks about right. That looks good to me. Should never eat raw cake mix because of the raw eggs in it. So, but what the heck. All right, so that's what our cake looks like prior to putting in the oven. right at the top. Hopefully this will come up and not go beyond the rim here. We'll see. So I'm going to turn the oven on to 300, and then you really just have to watch it. You know, do the toothpick test over and over and over. The last time I did this, it took well over a half hour to cook the cake, and it turned out pretty well because the cookies did not burn. They were perfectly cooked, and the cake was, you know, when it was done to toothpick consistency, it turned out. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and put this in the oven at 300, and then we'll go from there. It's been in the oven for a half hour. Let's see what it looks like. You can tell it's still not cooked, especially in the middle. Ouch. Yeah, it's going to take another 15 minutes at least, I guess. And we'll come back later. We are now at 40 minutes in the oven. Let's see what it's doing. Eesh. Okay. Still coming out really gooey in the middle. So back it goes. And then we'll give it another 10 minutes. So at the end of this it'll be 50 minutes. Okay, the timer just went off. We're at 50 minutes now. Let's see what we got. Take the toothpick. About maybe another 5 minutes. So this is pretty thick cake, I guess. So 5 minutes and it should be done. And it would be a total of 55 minutes. We'll see. Okay, the timer went off again, and so we're at 55 minutes in the oven. Well, that looks pretty good to me, so I'm going to call it done. So then we're going to take it out of here. We're going to set it here, let it cool for ever how long it takes to cool. And then once it gets cool, we'll make up our pie mix and put it on top as frosting. Okay, the cake has been sitting for just about almost an hour, and it's nice and pretty cool at this point. So we're going to go on and start making the pie part. Take this off. And we'll start making this. It's pretty easy to make. I mean, it just says 2 cups of milk and the container of this. Beat it and spread it on. It'll be done. Let's see. And again, it says beat this with a whisk for about 2 minutes. So we'll see here how it goes. Okay, that's looking pretty good, I think. Now we'll try to get this on the cake. Bring our cake back over. And there you go. That's a Picakie if I ever saw one. I have a few strawberries. Oh, what do you think? They're not really the right size for this, but anyway, something like that. So, there it is. And once again, that's a Picakie. All you do, either buy or make your 3 elements. Make or buy your cookie dough, make or buy your cake, and make or buy your pie filling. Undoubtedly would be better with homemade recipe type fillings and cakes and whatnot, but this is the easy, quicker way. So that's it. And as an added benefit to this, because you don't use all the cake, you can actually have 2 little extra pies or cakes here, and I'm just going to put regular frosting on that and have that as a separate thing. All right? So there you go. Thanks.